G'day guys, I'm preparing my vehicle for a trip and I'm going to do DIY removable mud flaps. That side's done already, this side I'm about to do right now. This came about from ripping off mud flaps in past vehicles and this one including. I think it was last year after I put this tray on, we went to New South Wales, I ripped that side off, I ripped the whole guard down. I then did this elastic ropey thing we got going here. That'll keep it out of harm's way. Look here, it could actually probably stretch, but hopefully it won't stretch the whole way. Which seemed to work, but on the previous trip that I've just come back from, it got caught up and nearly ripped the whole thing down again. I figured instead of doing the chain thing that everyone else does, let's do removable mud flaps. Before I did this DIY project, I did search online and the cheapest I could find were $158 to $240 US, and they weren't as simple as the one that I have designed here. Very easy, anyone can do this, and it costs less than $25, providing you have the tools already. Let's get into it. Quick release mud flaps. 1, 2, 3. So these are the components you're going to end up with. 3 bolts with 3 R-clips. That's it. That's all you need, and of course your mud flap. What I've used in my mud flap are M8s to replace the M6s that are already there. M8s because it gives you more space to drill with a 2.5mm drill bit. That'll help you fit these little R-clips. Now these R-clips, 1/4 inch times 3/8. That's the size of these. A quick rundown on that parts list again. 6 times 8mm bolts, 6 times R-clips with the size on your screen, 2 mud flaps and some washers just in case you stuff up the holes, which we are going to talk about next. It's now time to measure. So get a marker that actually will mark on steel, put the bolt through, allow for a washer, either this side or the other, it's up to you, then figure out where the pin's are going to go. So you want it to be pretty tight. We shall mark this right there. The tighter we get it, the better it's going to be for us. The thing is, you don't want too much movement because then this might move around too much and it might wear out because this is rubber. But it's going to take a fair bit to wear it out. Let's go and grind this back and drill a hole in it. Time to make the bolts. First up, we need to grind those bolts nice and smooth on one side. Now the reason for this is so we can use a hole punch and make a good indent so we can then drill into it. Now if you don't do this indent, you're going to struggle to drill. Once you've drilled your first one and you've checked it for size, you can then use that as a template for the rest of them. Get a 2.5mm drill bit. Now get a couple of these because you will probably snap one. For me, they lasted about 3 of these bolts. They went through pretty quick, but on the 4th one, they kind of lost the sharpness and then one snapped, the second one snapped, which was an old one, and this is the lucky 3rd still going. Now the bolts that I got were way too long, so I've had to cut them down. I'm now making them nice and smooth and making them look a bit more neat, and so I don't cut my fingers when I'm going to use my quick release mud flaps. With a little grinding stone on it, go to your top speed, grind it back. You're basically sanding it back, making it nice and smooth. Optional. If you get the right size bolts, you don't have to do this. Don't have a die grinder, alternatively you can use a vise and then use your angle grinder. I love this vise. This is a portable vise. You can bring it around anywhere and it's pretty quick to clamp things down. But please don't do it the dodgy way with a pair of pliers straight onto the angle grinder. And if you do this, do it at your own risk. Wear your safety glasses, wear your ear protection and wear some gloves. So these are the components you're going to end up with. 3 bolts with 3 R-clips. That's it. That's all you need, and of course, your mud flap. So when you're putting these back on, you're generally airing up your tyres anyway. So for the sake of a couple of, well, not even a couple of minutes, just 30 seconds or a minute it takes to put these on, it's really not that difficult of a task. Like that. Rightio. Mud flaps are done, and to be honest, filming this took longer than actually doing them. It didn't take long at all. So now we're left with these ones ready for the garbage bin. Get rid of that cord. So we now have true quick release mud flaps. Now those wing nuts, I'm probably going to leave them out unless I'm doing corrugated roads. If I'm doing corrugated roads, I'll probably put the wing nuts on just to stop that vibration, because they're a little bit loose. They're hard to get really spot on tight. But the way they're going, I reckon they're going to work mint as. So I hope this helps you guys out to just do a cheap mod on your vehicle. Really easy. Cheers guys, catch you later.